Good morning, Twitch.tv. Good morning, YouTube as well. I will not take that, Sam. I'm on the clock. Let's go to Zurich for today's daily challenge. We get one roundabout and that's it. Boo. And we get half road tiles. All right, off we go. Me, the underscore Goog, hi, it's me, have to be on a Zoom call at 8:30. And before that Zoom call, I have to get ready. And right this very moment, we have to thank Fishingworth subscribing at tier 1, 34 months in the Goog troop for our very good friend, the Fishingworth. Thank you, Fishingworth, for the resubscription. 34 months, damn near 3 years. Damn near 3 years in the Goog troop for Fishingworth. I think it is the 3-year affiliaversary has come and gone unrecognized, but yes, indeed. 3 years. Amazing. Goodness gracious. Oh, thank you to Fishingworth for the resubscription. Sam says he's not sure if a one roundabout restriction makes a rat-like more or less likely. I mean, listen, they're gonna be, these yellows here are being jerks about stuff. Hold on. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the reds and we're gonna run them up and over like so into there. And in so doing, we'll free up this path here, and we can maintain 1B, 1R. We just had to use some T's to do it. It's fine. It's good, actually. Everyone's okay with this. Not so great with this, honestly. This placement right here could take or leave it, but would prefer to leave it. Have no choice in the matter. Must instead take it. So, it's fine. It's good. What was the last thing for? Was that not the 3-year affiliaversary? By the last thing, do you mean Subathon 8, the subtitle of which I've already forgotten? That was just, hey, let's do a subathon. Which, I mean, hey, let's do a subathon is a perfectly good reason to do subathons. Not gonna pretend that it's not. But, yeah, I had no reason for that. Let's see here. So this dark blue over here exists, which is kind of a problem. This dark blue over here also exists, which is also kind of a problem. We've got kind of problems going on everywhere. Hold on. All right, you're going to go there. That's going to be fine. This is going to go that way. This is going to go here. Okay, hi. What are we doing? I think we're just going to have to do that, which is awful. Just horrendous. This is a terrible place for everything in the world, honestly, but it's gonna have to be fine. I think this blue house is just gonna have to point down south here, and we're gonna deal with this one tile being a clusterfuck. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be fine. All right. So, oh goodness, oh neck stretchy. I want to find an image, and I want to put an image in the show, but I can't do that right now. Let's see here. This greenhouse way the hell over here is a pain in the butt-ski. We're gonna wait until it gets to Monday morning. Hopefully we'll get a motorway, and we could just motorway the greens over here. Hey, look, a motorway. Tremendous. I don't think I would have been able to do that with road tiles, so... Oh, I sneezed. Oh, the era of sneezing in the morning is here, and it is not good. Oh, it is not good. Okay. Oh, the morning sneezes are not fun. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to reposition the greens such that motorway number 1 goes on the west side. That will allow us to run these white houses up through here without burning another tunnel. We are down to a scant 11 houses, which honestly, personally speaking, not enough houses, or not enough road tiles. It's also not enough houses, but let's see here. This red has gone circular, which on the one hand does mean more reds are coming in, on the other hand means fuckery. It portends fuckery, so not great. Here, let's bulldoze a tree, loop these reds up and over and around and down, and we're just going to have these two businesses just live connected to one another. It's going to have to be fine. Speaking of things that are going to have to be fine, actually, well, crap. Here, let's chop and screw this right here. These reds will go boop, 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 and boop down to there. And off we go. Samurai Sam has redeemed the Goog's top 3 Don Bluth non-Disney movies. I mean, I don't know if I've seen the 3 Don Bluth non-Disney movies. I don't think Don Bluth had a hand in the Brave Little Toaster trilogy. If Don Bluth didn't touch the Brave Little trilogy, we probably can't get to 3. Can we? I don't think so. Don Bluth was the Fievel Goes West guy, right? Don Bluth had a hand in Fievel Goes West, as I recall. By the way, this Dark Blue business is just in a supremely shitty location, so we don't have a great thing here. We're gonna take a motorway. I don't think we're gonna use the motorway right now. I can't put my 1 and exactly 1 roundabout here, which is a shame. Let's do that. This would be a perfectly cromulent traffic light, if it ever comes to it. 2 dark blue houses here will sustain this business. This circle, however, wants it probably wants more attention than it's gonna get. Hold on. This might be a problem. So Don Bluth didn't have a hand in Fievel Goes West, but he did have a hand in An American Tail, which was the first Fievel movie. Because, listen, if you can tell the story of Judaism with cartoon rats, you might as well do it, I guess. I don't remember exactly how Jewish the Fievel movies are, but I remember that they're at least somewhat Jewish. Let's see. Secret of Nim, never saw it. American Tail, I don't remember if I've ever seen An American Tail. I know I've seen Fievel Goes West. That was a children's movie that I saw plenty of times as a child and haven't gone out of my way to rewatch as an adult. So I vaguely remember liking it. I could not tell you one specific thing that happens in Fievel Goes West, other than just from context, I can infer that there's a mouse named Fievel, and he goes west. It's probably a thing that happens in the animated children's film, Fievel Goes West. There's Fievel and he goes west. That's the movie. It's the entire movie, in fact. Probably not the entire movie. There are probably instances of Fievel going north. Land Before Time. I've seen the Land Before Time 1. I believe they are currently on the Land Before Time 84. The Land Before Time is a perfectly fine, silly little children's movie that I, once again, saw when I was a silly little child and do not remember. So, it's got that going for it, I suppose. Maybe not. We're going to restructure. We're going to swing motorway number 1 down to here just to get 5 greenhouses going up to this circle instead of the 3 that had been servicing it before it rounded off. So that's going to be better? ? It remains to be seen whether or not that will actually be better. Give me a tunnel. Thank you very much. I also think I'm going to rework this red situation like that, just to get a couple more red houses onto the road going into this crimson fuckery. You know what? Actually, here, let's chop these in half. There's no actual reason anymore that these reds have to be connected. Because you got 3 reds here that can serve this business, and you got 4 reds here that can swing down to this circle. We can 1B, 1R this. It's gonna be fine. This circle having 4 houses that are devoted solely to it is going to be better than sharing 7 houses with another business. It's actually gonna be better for all concerned. This green right here, actually, you know what we can do is we can do this thing, and we can slide them up that way. That'll be a little bit more efficiencated. Good. Next, this yellow business exists. That's unfortunate. I don't remember supporting that. Give me 2 traffic lights. Thank you very much. You are a yellow thing. Okay. Let's run. Okay. We've got a little yellow problem here. Let's do this, actually. I have a plan. I have a beautiful, glorious plan that's going to reclaim a tunnel, stop fucking over a business, make everything look better. Okay. Here's the plan. The plan is we run these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow houses right down here. Via motorway number 3. Actually, boop, boop. Via motorway number 3. And they take motorway number 3, make a tiny little hop, skip, jump up to that circle. Next, these 2 yellows here swing down thusly and thisly into this yellow business. Tremendous. Tremendous? It's a new terrible made-up word. Huh. I don't think I like that terrible made-up word. Anyway, this dark blue swings out like so. These dark blues service this circle. That's wondrous. Next, this dark blue here swings over like so, services that. It's 1 house with a fairly long road, so this business is going to be fucked, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. It's not going to be fine in the long run, but in the short run, it might not be the worst. It's the worst thing on the map, actually. So, I've never seen Anastasia. I feel as though I understand the premise of the movie Anastasia. It's what if the revolution from the perspective of the aristocracy, but I don't remember enough about the Russian Revolution to determine how ridiculous a premise that is. So, you know, seems bad. What if the Russian Revolution from the perspective of the aristocracy? But, you know, oh no. Are you telling me that children's movies are enforcing the capitalistic status quo? That's only the 900th time that's ever happened. But I've never seen the movie Anastasia, so I should only make fun of it to a certain degree, I suppose. There were less good movies, like A Troll in Central Park, which I have never seen. Thumbelina, which I have seen a movie about Thumbelina. I don't know if I've seen that one. And something called Pebble and the Penguin, which I have not. I have not, in fact, seen that. All Dogs Go to Heaven was a Don Bluth joint, though. I remember enjoying All Dogs Go to Heaven. Okay, I could totally come up with 3 Don Bluth movies I've seen then. Let's go with... for number 1, let's see. Go down here. Land Before Time. I've seen Land Before Time. Okay. Number 1, we're going to say The Land Before Time. Or A Land Before Time. I don't remember which one it is, but the dinosaur one. The dinosaur movie. The dinosaur movie with the kid what got murdered. That one. The Land Before Time is a Don Bluth movie that I have seen. It is a good one. It is going to be the Goog's number 1 Don Bluth movie. Number 2, we're going to say An American Tail. We're going to assume that I've seen An American Tail at some point, because I've probably seen An American Tail at some point. And then for number 3, we're going to say All Dogs Go to Heaven. Because, listen, All Dogs Go to Heaven is fun. It's about dogs and how they go to heaven, which is a good thing, even if the dogs are evil. Turns out even if you're evil, you go to heaven. Actually, I think the premise of All Dogs Go to Heaven is that not all dogs go to heaven, which seems counter to it. But it has, once again, been a while since I've seen All Dogs Go to Heaven, so I could be misremembering stuff. It's very possible that I'm just straight up misremembering shit. There's a bizarre big-lipped alligator scene. Having absolutely no memory, just knowing that this is an alligator with big lips, I'm just gonna suggest racism. Like, it feels like a safe bet. I could be wrong about stuff. And, I don't want to unnecessarily malign is it character or memory? I think character. I think I would know if Don Bluth was dead. I don't want to unnecessarily malign the character of Don Bluth and the other people who worked on Don Bluth movies, but if there's a random character who has big lips for no reason you can think of, the answer's probably racism. Just in general. All right, we've got this yellow square now. That's awful, actually. I really don't like that. I don't think there's a single blessed thing I can do about it, but I want it noted for the record that I fucking hate it. Okay. You know what we can do? We can create the Amazing Yellow Switcheroo, which is the title of the episode. I'm so glad I've thought of that. We're going to do the Amazing Yellow Switcheroo. Behold, we're going to take motorway number 4, which currently services this business down here. We're going to restructure motorway number 4 such that it pulls from these 4 houses. Actually, we're going to take motorway number 4 and shoot it into the sun. Motorway number 4 need not exist, or at least not in that particular configuration. And no, that would use a bridge. That would be silly. All right, so motorway number 4, I lied. Motorway number 4 is going to slide down this way. Oh, that's dumb. All right, fine. You know what? Motorway number 4 is just going to go over there and not be used at the moment. We're going to go up. We're going to use a silly one-tile bridge. And then you're going to cut down this way and that way and over to here and service this business. Okay? Okay. Next, motorway number 3 is going to hook from here down to here. So now these 5 yellows, which had previously been servicing this circle, will instead service this circle. Hooray! Nextly, this up here is going to be a confabulation of, actually, you know what? All of these yellows, not going to get a motorway. These yellows here don't need a motorway. What they need is a little road that dinks and dunks its way over here, and we have a precious hooky tunnel. Now, granted, I don't have the road tiles to do this thing, but you see what I'm getting at. You see what I'm getting at with this road? In the meantime, while we wait for me to have the road tiles to do that, we're going to redraw motorway number 4 and swing these yellows over to here. Behold, the Amazing Yellow Switcheroo. It's perfect. It's wonderful. Everyone's amazed by the talent and skill displayed by the Amazing Yellow Switcheroo. Please don't make any mention of this very clearly dying red business. This very clearly doomed red circle is fine, actually. I don't know about that. But what I do know is that I had 2 more red houses up here, which I can just kind of swing down south. And if I just kind of swing those down south, it might actually be fine. So let's do that. We're going to do that, and we're also going to put another blue over here to sustain this, and we're going to run out of road tiles again, because, you may have remembered that I'm out of road tiles. It's fine. Here, give me... Man, I need road. I'm going to regret not taking that motorway, but I have 2 motorways, okay? It's fine, actually. I very much needed road. You go up that away, you go up that away. Okay. These greens are going to support that. This circle is dying for some reason. You have 8 houses and a straight shot motorway. Why are you mad about stuff? Stupid green houseness. Honestly. Alright. This business is fine. This business down here is fine despite only having 1 house. This yellow business has gotten used to its new situation thanks to the amazing yellow switcheroo. I have need of 2 road tiles. Does anyone have 2 road tiles I can steal? Hey, look, 2 road tiles I can steal. That'll allow these 2 greenhouses to support this green business. This green circle has not yet died, which is amazing. Yeah. Road priorities are weird in this game sometimes, because we've got a blue business with 1 house, it's totally fine. But if we have, say, a green business with 8, it's furious. So, that's fun. That's great. We love that. Oh look, a green business with 2 houses that is in fact furious. Okay. Green might have just been going through like a rush hour or a demand spike or something. Or it could just be purpose-built to kill and frustrate me, in that order. I will be killed and then frustrated, which is annoying, but hey. If you can experience frustration after death, you can theoretically experience other things, which is nice. You remember how we were talking about blue businesses with 1 house and how they're totally fine with stuff? Allow me to present a blue business with 1 house that is totally not fine with stuff. So that's a problem. Another problem is this green business here, so we'll staple a 3rd green house to it. How do I get more blues down here quickly? I have a bridge. I can bridge something. Hold on. You can swing in like so. There. So we get a 2nd blue house for that blue business. That's going to be fine. I am kind of approaching the point in the challenge where everything's just gonna be mad. It's a little bit weird that that's going to happen, but, you know, it is in fact going to happen. This White House is mad at me, which, I mean, okay. Yeah, actually, hold on. Everything here is just mad. Everything here is angry. We're just doomed. Oh, everything got mad all at once and then we died. That, it's absolutely the case that daily challenges have a score cap. I don't think they intentionally design it to crap out at a certain point, but like, it's the point of the game that eventually you just get overwhelmed. There is very rarely the chance for a sustained equilibrium. Now, granted, apparently the chance was about 880 commutes higher than I got because, well, Sam's just better at this game than I am. Drop those samurai slams in the chat if you've got them. And if it heard of her. But hey. Let us bring in our very good friend, the Wordle. Hello, the Wordle. Your word today could be shelf. There's absolutely no reason it can't be shelf, unless shelf has already been the Wordle, which who keeps track of what the Wordle is, honestly. Let's see. So there's an E in the word. That's the thing. Okay. Well, that's one word we've got. It could be, no, it can't be perch, because that has an H, and we know there's no H. It similarly cannot be merch. It cannot be, it could be merit. Could absolutely be merit. It is not merit, but it could have been. Now, however, we know that it is not. It could be pince. Now, granted, pince may or may not actually be hey, it's a word. Great. And we found where the I goes, and we know that there's an N, so that's good. What's not good is that apparently Twitch is being a pain. To Sunflare Space, at least. I am sorry to hear that, Sonny. Glad that you have figured it out, or that it has stopped being such a shithead. It's probably just stopped being such a shithead, which, hey, that's important. Oh, goodness. Let's see here. So we know that there's an I, and it is in fact the second letter. There's an N in here somewhere. and there's an E. Now, there are some words that start EI. The two that come to mind are 8, which it can't be, because that doesn't contain an N and does contain an H and a T. So it's definitely not 8. And Old MacDonald had a farm, which situationally doesn't really apply here. So I think, just based on like where things have placed themselves, we can reasonably assume that the E is this letter. The E is probably the 4th letter, which means it could be Vixen, actually. I was just typing X's as placeholder letters, but then I looked at the IXE and I was like, wait a second, it could totally be Vixen. It's not. I feel really smart for that pull, though. Like, I know it wasn't right. I still feel good busting out that word. Now then. Given that it is not Vixen, we know that it can't be given because there's no V. Sunny is going to miss a whole week of Gimmimimim since Pacific Daylight Time is not a suitable time zone for. Listen, this is why YouTube exists, okay? It's on demand at any time. If you want to go back and watch the Good Morning Mini Motorways from May 4th of 2023, there's like a 60% chance that you can, because it relies on May 4th of 2023, 1, not having been a weekend, 2, not having been a holiday, which it wasn't, 3, not having been a day I had a commute to work, and 4, not having been a day I woke up and didn't really feel like doing Gimmimimim. So you put all of those things together, there's like a 60% chance that you can go watch the May 4th, 2023 episode of Gimmimimim right the hell now. Yeah, Sam, you know, we've noticed the demographics of the commenterati. We get the East Coast of the United States and Europe and Africa and Australia, and yeah, if you're on the West Coast, or if you're in, you know, I suppose it's late night in Asia, but yeah, the West Coast of the U.S. is not gonna be, yeah, it's not great. Anyway, let's return to this matter here. It could be biking. It could just be hop on your, no? Okay. It's a shame. You could be President Joe Biden your time. I don't think that's no. Okay. Fine. Oh, let's see here. What about widen? You want to take something and expand its horizontal dimension. There, you can widen it. Hooray! Glory, triumph, and victory over the Wordle for me, the _Goog. Huzzah! Now then, connections. We need, all right, let's see here. A reception, a blowout, and a bash are all parties. A blast can also describe a party. I feel as though this reception is not necessarily the best here. Could be slam. You know, these are all raucous parties. These are terms to describe raucous gatherings. There you go. Damn it. I'm going to be mad at myself if it turns out that it was reception and not slam. I am no longer mad at myself. Okay. So it's not reception, it is slam. One of these is wrong. Okay. Well, let's look at blowout and be like, maybe it's not blowout. What else would it be? Would it be score? That doesn't make sense. It's not blast. All right, you know what? Let's just back out of all of this. I think I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong about blowout, because I think cut, trim, blowout, and color are things you can do to your hair. These are all things that you would get done at a salon. So that takes blowout out of the party category, which, okay. let's see here. Pan is kind of a container. Bag. Okay, bag, snag, and score, and land. These are all like, hey, I got a thing. I went for something, like, you know, it's a heist, it's a robbery, it's a thing you wanted and achieved. Yeah, obtain. Okay. So next, you can slam, blast, pan, and bash something, and these all mean you're insulting it. You're being a harsh critic of something. Criticize. There you go. So, it turns out that we were just totally wrong with the raucous party guest, and instead we've got reception, yard, sack, and attempts, which are all stats in American football. Should have probably known that. It's stats in American football because, after all, the NFL season opens tonight, which means, hooray, the return of truly degenerate gambling. Yay! I dabbled in some mildly degenerate gambling over the summer with baseball and had to repeatedly, over and over and over again, learn the lesson that you really should not gamble on individual baseball games. Even if you're betting on the Chicago White Sox to lose, which is actually a pretty good bet, honestly. I should do that more often. I think one of the only things you can do over the course of a season and really have a chance of making money is just bet on the Chicago White Sox to lose. You know what I should do? I should check my DraftKings account and just bet $1 on the White Sox to lose every single day until I run out of dollars. Maybe I'll run out of dollars. But anyway, let us connect some strands. We are going underground. So does that mean like subterranean or anything like this? No? Okay. It could be, who knows? Could be secret, like surreptitious? No. I'm trying to find the Spangram, but it's not working. Oh well. Let's see here. We can make puns about stuff. That's not going to help, but we can prune our tree, and we can kick the ball away on 4th down. And we can change something. Sunny sees potato, which could be things that, like, grow underground. That would make sense. Yeah. That right here, this is potato. And this is tucked away in the corner. So this is definitely, like, okay. All right, you know what? Oh, I think we've got it. I think I see the Spangram here. It starts over here, and it is root vegetables. There. Root vegetables. That is our Spangram. Thank you, Sunflare Space, for finding potato. And now, let's find out what else there is. I'm trying to get this to say rutabaga, but it doesn't because, well, the rutabaga contains a U. So, it's probably not that. You see potato, you make mash. Mashed potatoes. It's been forever since I had mashed potatoes. Now I want mashed potatoes. It's amazing how that happens. Alright, let's see here. Well, you could have some magical runes. That's not a root vegetable, though. Is it rhubarb? No, there's no H. There's an H in rhubarb. It's not how you say rhubarb, Goog. Okay, let's see here. Is that turnip? No. I thought I saw turnip. I didn't. I could totally make rutabaga. Where's the R-U-T? No. There's only one. Oh, there's a T. Here we go. Nope, over here. Rutabaga. Haha! That's how you say it. Spell it. Whatever. Alright, so this over here is... I mean, this has got to be a word. Hold on. Game? I don't know. What? What the fuck vegetable is this? There are only so many combinations of this, but I don't know how this... I don't see a word here. There's... That's wrong. What's a jicama? Game, what's a jicama? Internet, what's a jicama? What's a jicama? Okay, it's a vegetable. It looks like a potato. Commonly known as jicama or Mexican turnip, is a native Mexican vine, although the name chicana commonly refers to the plant's edible tuberous root. It is in the pea family. Okay. Alright. Today you know a thing. Did someone just say ew peas? Peas are tasty. Peas are good. Don't like boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew or nothing, but yeah, peas are tasty. Okay. Alright, well, we got a beet over here. That's a little bit more down the middle. And here's turnip. Boop. And that means that... Sorry, that's... What? Is it a rot? Is it a Torah? Is it Odar? Is it... Or what the fuck is... Game? Game? I don't know. Hi. The fuck word is this? This is Taro. Okay. Okay. Hey, Google that told me what a jicama is. Oh, look, this is a root vegetable. This is the most widely cultivated species of several plants in the family Araceae that are used as vegetables for their corms, leaves, stems, and petioles. Okay. They are apparently a food staple in African, Oceanic, East Asian, Southeast Asian, and South Asian cultures. Well, listen, I'm an unadventurous white guy from Massachusetts. Don't expect me to know things. Samurai Sam was confused by the fact that he got an advertisement and then realized that his subscription had expired in the middle of the stream. And therefore, like a good member of the Goog troop that he is, he hit the resubscribe with Prime button. And listen, if you have Amazon Prime, which is a tremendously useful service if you, like me, impulse buy too many things and can talk yourself into not having a moral stance against the horrendous exploitation of workers at Amazon. Or if you just want to watch their TV shows. I don't know, they have some good TV shows. I think, no, Severance is on Apple. I've heard good things about Severance. Anyway, if you have Amazon Prime for any of the 95 perfectly valid reasons there are to have Amazon Prime, if you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. And if you have Twitch Prime, every single month you get for 100% free a subscription to a Twitch channel of your choice, which of course unlocks all the benefits of subscriberhood on that channel and takes some of the money that you would have just neatly shuffled into the pocket of one Jeffrey shitbag Bezos and instead directs it toward the streamer a little bit. Listen, prices of subs are going up. Prices of Amazon Prime are not going up today. I'm sure they'll go up at some point in the future, but, you know, exploitative capitalism, monopolistic behavior. This is what happens. Anyway, High Altitude Buns dropping the I was going to say the lovely, but the Dancing Shreks in chat. High Altitude Buns dropping those in chat. Listen, if you subscribe to a channel, you get wonderful bonuses here at twitch.tv/the_Goog. There are, of course, all of these lovely tier 1 emotes, plus it must be noted the Goog Troop role in the Discord server, which means you get to see things before they go live on YouTube. I bounce ideas off of the community for games and polls and silly things we can do. The point is that if you have Amazon Prime, you should be using your Twitch Prime. It doesn't have to be on me, but, you know, it'd be nice if it was on me, you know? I still harbor the delusion that one day this is going to take off and become the thing I do for work. That doesn't seem likely, but, you know, it would be nice. And it starts with you and like 3,000 to 4,000 other people like you. I think the last time I crunched the numbers, I kind of needed to maintain a steady subscriber base of like 2,500 people at the very bare minimum before I would even consider making this a career. But, you know, it starts with you. Now then, for today's Immaculate Grid, we need Nat and Spo's Astros, Athletics, Red Sox, Royals, and Dudes, what were born outside the 50 U.S. states and the District of Columbia. So, a person who played for the Boston Red Sox and the Washington Nationals is, of course, Pedro Martinez. We love us some Petey. Pedro played for the Nationals and the Red Sox. He was also born outside the United States, so he could have gone here. He didn't. A dude who played for the Royals and Astros is... Zach Greinke was an Astro, right? Am I making that up? Actually, I think I'm making that up. I don't think there's a Zach Greinke square on this board. Sad. The world is better when there are Zach Greinke squares. Is Josh Donaldson Canadian? I think Josh Donaldson's Canadian. I don't know why I have that piece of information in my head, but I think Josh Donaldson's Canadian, and if so, he would fit this square. It feels like a weird pull, though. It feels... Ichiro is indeed a player who was born outside the 50 U.S. states. However, he did not play for the A's, the Astros, or the Nationals, so he shall not be in this column, or indeed any of these. A person who played for the Red Sox and the Astros is Roger Clemens. I know the Red Sox had Jeff Bagwell and they traded him to the Astros. I think he was just a prospect. I don't think he debuted in MLB until he played for the Astros. So, we shan't put Jeff Bagwell in that square. And someone who played for the Red Sox and the A's is Jed Lowry. Among, a great many dudes. There are plenty of dudes who fit all of these squares. But anyway. Someone who played for the Royals and the A's is Coco Crisp. Someone who played for the Royals and the... Alright, let's see here. Dude who played for the Expos and was born outside the 50 United States is Bartolo Colon. Actually, wait a second. Someone who played for the A's and was born outside the 50 U.S. states is also Bartolo Colon. So there you go. There's Bartolo Colon up there. Down here in the bottom right corner, we'll put... Was Larry Walker Canadian? I know he played for the Expos, but he was actually Canadian too, right? I feel more confident that Larry Walker's Canadian. I'm correct about a thing. Larry Walker. He's Canadian. Oh, okay. Someone who played for the Astros and was born outside the 50 U.S. states is Jose Altuve. That sounds like a correct and accurate statement, and indeed it is. Now, we are in the unfortunate position of having to name some Kansas City Royals. Well, fuck. Oh, wait. Got one for the center square. Is Carlos Beltran. There's Carlos Beltran right there. Now then, let's name... Zach Greinke totally was an Astro. I totally was not making that up. Well, shit. Oh well, he didn't play for the Nationals, so... Let's see here. Adam Dunn was a National, but he was never a Royal. Matt Stairs was a Royal, but I don't think he was a National or an Expo. Will Cordero was an Expo, but not a Royal. Salvador Perez was a Royal, is a Royal, but not a National. Wilson Ramos was a National, but not a Royal. Ryan Zimmerman was a National. Mike Aviles was a Royal, but not a National. Jahani Peralta was a National, I think, but not a Royal. Let's see here. Edinson Volquez, I think was a Royal, but not a National. Could be wrong about that. And again, I say, Johnny Damon was a Royal, but not a National. Fuck. David Cohn was a Royal, but I don't think he was an Expo. Chad Cordero was a national, but not a royal. Nick Johnson was a national, but not a royal. Anthony Rendon was a national, but not a royal. Carlos Correa was a national, but not a royal. I have named a dude who fits, motherfucker. It was probably Edinson Volquez. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Joaquim Soria? Joaquim Soria was a royal for a very long time, but then he bounced around. Did that bouncing around include the Nationals? I don't think so. Tyler Clippard was a national, and he also bounced around. Did he bounce his way to Kansas City? Seems like he might have. Could be Tyler Clippard. I know he played for the Yankees, but that doesn't help. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's see here. Vinny Pasquantino is a Royal, but he's only ever played for the Royals. There's a guy who was on the 2013 Red Sox who fits, but Sam doesn't think I would get it. Was Ryan Dempster? I don't know why my first thought here is Ryan Dempster. That doesn't feel... Ryan Dempster was a Marlin, and he played for the Red Sox, and he was a Cub. Was he also a Royal and a National? No, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't track. Now I'm thinking of dudes who were on the 2013 Red Sox, which probably doesn't help. Mike Napoli doesn't fit the square. Shane Victorino doesn't fit the square. David Ortiz doesn't fit the square. Son of a bitch. All right, let's retreat and back up. Stop and refresh. Okay. Yordano Ventura was a Royal, but not a National. Niger Morgan was a National, but not a Royal. Delman Young, I think, was a National, but not a Royal. Doesn't help overly much, but Bryce Harper was a National, but not a Royal. Steven Strasburg was a career National. That really doesn't help that much. John Lester was a National, but not a Royal. Played for the Cardinals. They're in the same state, but... Son of a beach. Actually, there's a dude on the 2019 World Champion Nationals who went to Kansas City. Fucking duck fuckers. I should just give up and put Edinson Volquez. Yeah, I should just accept that I have failed. And does Octavio Dotel fit the square? Maybe I was wrong about Chad Cordero. Maybe Chad Cordero was totally a Royal. Chad Cordero has a lovely house in Kansas City where he lives with his family and enjoys his retirement. It's probably not actually true in any regard, but... Oh, fuck, this is gonna be a shame. This is gonna be a damnable shame. Edinson Volquez? Damn it! Curses, failure, and fuck. Michael A. Taylor. Okay. All right. Michael A. Taylor, a National and a Royal. Also, it turns out Matt Stairs totally played for the Expos. So, like, the second dude I named would have fit the square. Grumble, 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 complain, curses foiled again, would have gotten away with it not for their meddling kids and their lack of baseball knowledge. Sigh. All right, well, folks, that is going to do it for us here today on Good Morning Mini Motorways. We will be back tonight, 5 o'clock Eastern, for the Great Ace Attorney. We may or may not finish the Great Ace Attorney adventures tonight. Kind of depends on when we start and how long we go. There is still a fair bit of trial of Gina Lestrade to get through, but it's the last case. We might push a little bit further. We will see. Great Ace Attorney Chronicles will be tonight. Good Morning Mini Motorways tomorrow morning. As always, I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so very much for watching. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.
Wait, why shoulder?
Because you tap someone on their shoulder. It's a thing.
I like tag. I like shoulder.
Let's see. tap glass. No,
Maybe
that's-
button, but that tap is not for button. Push is for button.
True.
Push the button.
It's not
Everyone.
cycle. It's not Himalayas. It's not ghost.
The best type of milk is directly from the tap.
I mean,
I really don't like that.
tap
Oh,
beer gets poured
continuation
into glasses, but
That might
I
be
was-
stretching a little bit.
I thought if it was glass, I'd think that.
yeah. Honestly, I think it's shoulder and tag.
Yeah, I'm good with.
I'm so glad that you guys clicked that, not my
damn
game.
it. I as soon as Goog started talking, I was like, oh, I fucked.
Well,